Hey everybody, it's me, your buddy Dave, the host here at The Dark Stuff. Thanks a lot for checking out my new video. You know, have you ever heard a new album from a brand new artist that you didn't know existed, and it's so good that you literally cannot stop singing along to it?
Bang, bang, bang goes the sound in my heart.
Folks, the record I'm talking about is a new CD from Juniper. It's called She Steals Candy. It's just been released on the Confidential Records label. Juniper is a high school senior named Juniper Shelley. Okay, I think that's her that's her. And her dad, Michael Shelley, is the sort of the musical director, as it were. He's a producer and a songwriter or whatever, and a DJ at WFMU in New Jersey. And he does have a lot of famous friends. I don't know whether it's from the DJ thing or whether it's from the production or songwriting, whatever. But he does have, there's some guest stars. We'll get to that. So as most of you probably know, I've been on the radio for the past 18 years or so. I host a show called New Day Rising. It's on the station KIWR in the Omaha metro area, better known as 89.7 The River. It's on Sundays at 2. Over the last 18 years, I have received thousands and thousands of CDs of submissions for the show and stuff like that. And I would say 5% of them actually make it on the air. You know, maybe another 5% I keep because they're just interesting to me. They're just not good for the show. And the rest of them, I don't
want to tell you what happens to those.
Lately, though, the record companies, because of decreasing revenue and everything, are not sending out CDs. That is kind of expensive to send out a disc to every single DJ. This minimum you're going to have to send out is 400. You're probably going to have to send out a lot more than that if you want to, like, you know, chart or whatever on the college music charts or whatever. So now they have these websites where you can download the tracks that, you know, you have to you have a login if you're a DJ. You log in, you download the various albums, and now you can play them on your shows. So I was on it at the beginning of January, and I saw the record from this group called Juniper. I downloaded it. The cover art looked like something I might like. I wasn't sure. I downloaded, I start listening to it. The first song, bang, bang, goes, you know, it's just catchy. I'm like, okay, up my alley. I'm interested. The second song, though, is a cover of James by the Bangles. Mind blown, people. You know how much I love the Bangles, and this wasn't one of the more like typical songs like I Walk Like an Egyptian or Manic Monday or something. Not that there's anything wrong with those songs, I love them, but when you're pulling something from all over the place, which as longtime viewers know is one of my favorite albums of all time. It's that good. Okay, I did an entire 20-minute video on the Bangles all over the place where I dissected the entire thing, and I even talked about James in that video. There's a song called James, and this one was written by Vicki Peterson and sung by Susanna. So once I heard that, I immediately added it to the playlist for that week's show, and I moved on. I just stopped listening to the rest of the record. I was like, yeah, this is getting played. You cover that song, you're getting played. And I moved on to another album, and I didn't even come back and revisit it. And then I got an email from Michael Shelley, the dad from Juniper. Thanks me for playing it, asked if I want Juniper to cut any IDs for the show. I love that. So I was like, yeah, absolutely.
Hey, this is Juniper, and you're listening to New Day Rising on 89.7 The River.
Do you have any physical copies? I only got a download. Yeah, sure, we'll send you one. So a couple weeks go by, and I get the CD. I get the IDs like the next day, and I've been using them on the show when I play the record, because I've been playing it the last 4 or 5 weeks, you know, only knowing that one song. But I get the CD in the mail, and they put together their own little marketing materials. Now, this is all stuff that I didn't get to see when it was just a download. They did have a little bio, but, you know, I don't remember it saying Bangles on there, and so that's why I didn't even notice. So once I started reading some of the materials, they're describing the album, and it's like, yeah, bubblegum garage pop, which is a perfect description. But then it's like, yeah, there's all these diverse artists that we're covering, including a bossa nova cover of Kiss. I'm like, Kiss and the Bangles on the same record? These are like two of my all-time favorite bands. What kind of band does that? What kind of high school senior in 2022 or 2023 is even aware of both? You know, that those bands cross their path. So awesome. I decide, you know what? I instantly played it. It's awesome, by the way. It's the song "See You Tonight," which is on the Gene Simmons solo album from '78. Okay. So you could quibble as to whether it's a Kiss song or not. I mean, I could actually see the argument made both ways because it does say Kiss on it, but it is a Gene solo album. Who cares?
And I'll see you tonight outside. See you tonight outside.
So automatically, I'm like, I like this band. I mean, I don't care that this is some high school kid. Like, I am so into it just because the fact that they covered the Bangles and Kiss, like I'm beyond into it. So I start playing it and like almost I like every song on here. Most of these are covers, okay? So the sound is reminiscent of like some twee indie pop stuff, garage pop stuff. I would say groups like if you remember some of these, you know, the Spinanes, Heavenly, Tuscadero, Camera Obscura, Bell and Sebastian, which, by the way, a member of Bell and Sebastian performs on the record. Magnetic Fields, the Pastels, the Bangles, of course. New groups like Always, which they were my #1 album of 2022, by the way. It's just insanely catchy. Half the album is just kind of upbeat, fun, bubblegum, and then the other half is a little more rootsy or Americana. And I did mention all the covers, so this is I only know this because of the materials that came with it, but they do 5 different songs by the Rondells, which is a group from, I guess, the 60s with Delbert McClinton. These are all his songs that he wrote. So there's 4 or 5 of them. I wrote down 5, but now I'm thinking that was wrong. It might be only 4. There's a song called Taste the Soup, written by Kim Shattuck, the late Kim Shattuck from the Muffs. There's some obscure 60s songs. There's the Bangles cover. There's the Gene Simmons cover. There's the Go-Go's cover. They do Turn to You by the Go-Go's. I mean, how awesome is that, too? And the original songs are actually really good. She Steals Candy is the title track. That was an original written by the dad. And same with the song Ride Between the Cars, which is track, where are we here? Track number 6. Awesome. I mean, it stands up as good as any of the rest of the tracks. Bottom line is, I just love this. This is so fun. I just felt like I had to come on and talk about it. There are some guest stars, like I mentioned, members of, let's see here, Bell and Sebastian, Low Straitjackets, the Mekons, NRBQ, Ira Kaplan from Yo La Tengo, members of the Smithereens, April March, some others also guest on it. But basically, if you like fun, catchy, upbeat indie rock, bubblegummy kind of pop with a female singer, which, as you know, that is my kind of sweet spot, this is the record for you. I'll put links to finding it down below. There you go. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.